busy year.
Right, we're on. Now, right. Ivan, mate, I was not expecting you to see you here today. You're with British Military Fitness.
Yeah.
When did you get out?
So I got out almost a year ago to the date, actually, in January.
We're going to do this.
January last year. So after 12 and a half years to do it in the end, and finished as A Company Commander 3-pack.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Mate, I was about to ask. No, mega. Yeah. It was, I was going to ask you. I suppose social media these days.
Yeah.
It was a Sergeant Major.
Well, I had 4 actually.
What, you 2 year stint?
Well, a couple of sadly, one moved on after a couple of months of me being there because he was due posting.
Yeah.
I had another one who sadly got downgraded because of his hearing, so he couldn't be here. And then I had Matt Darcy.
You finished up with Matt?
Yeah.
Mate, do you know how hard that guy is to get hold of? Jesus Christ. I've been trying to track him down for years.
Yeah.
So we'll talk after this.
So we went to Sandhurst as Sergeant Major after that job.
Brilliant.
So hopefully we formed a good team. It was a good time.
How's it been getting out? So that was last year.
Yeah, so I handed over the company in October 18. So then my last day of service was 10th of January, and then straight into what's now called B Military Fit. So
so it's not British Military Fitness.
No, so
I apologise. Sorry,
it's fine.
It used to be that.
It used to be, yeah.
Okay.
So I suppose a bit about the business is British Military Fitness has started 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. So as long ago as that, 3 former Army PTIs set up bodyweight exercises in parks. Exploded all the way around the UK, 20,000 members, 140 sites. Started to struggle a little bit.
Why is that?
A lot more competition came on the market, your CrossFits, your boutiques. You had your budget gyms, so there was a lot out there, and it was sort of struggling about where to position itself and a few structural things that it needed to put right. So a guy called Chris St George, who's also a former Army officer.
Chris St George.
Yes.
This is my hearing. Chris St George.
Former founder of Olive Group, big security firm. You may have heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he came in and purchased it, and him and now Bear Grylls own it 50-50.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Flipping heck. So, and those PTIs rode off into the sun laughing all the way to Barbados.
No, it was more of a kind of rescue. I think they had a good time though. So I met Chris and he invited me in for a week's work experience. I didn't really know what I was going to do when I left the military. Luckily, loads of good lads that we kind of bumped into today. I spent time in banks and consultancies all over.
Usual stuff.
But this was a little bit more unique to the business transformation is what it's been. Yeah. With the likes of someone like Chris and Bear behind it, and just be given this big project to kind of turn around. Mm-hmm. So now we're completely changing the model. We're turning it into a franchise business.
Okay.
So it's all about giving people the system, support, knowledge, know-how to run their own business, but it's still heavily weighted towards getting veterans into that world, whether they just want to be instructors or they want to be franchise owners.
I was going to say, how do you maintain the military fit aspect of that branding if you're going to franchise it out?
So the performance concept in terms of what you deliver as fitness, the foundation is still based on military training principles. Okay. 1 instructor to approximately 20 to 30 clients, efficient use of speed, time, space, the way it's led. But then we're also looking to the commercial world and professional sport to make sure you've got session design and programming that's at the kind of leading edge of the market. So it's trying to take the best from both worlds. But and I suppose it's got that military heritage behind it. So we're forming a military sort of values and ethics committee. It's got people like General James Bashall now retired on it. Mm-hmm. We're looking for a number of other performance advisors from all ranks, backgrounds, different parts of the military to be on that. And building links with the military to help on recruiting. We do charity support with military charities, and also sports teams as well. Mm-hmm. So there's strengthening those relationships with the military is a big part of it, and the quality of the individuals that we get instructing and hopefully running our franchises, a large proportion of that will still come from service leaders. Yeah. So that's something we're going to hold dear, wherever we go. The plan is though is to kind of change that model, and we're doing it pretty quickly, and then we'll take it overseas as well.
That's mega, mate. That's mega. It's got you do well to step into something that rewarding, and motivating, and challenging at the same time, which is, upon leaving, which is some people, or soon after leaving, I should say, because obviously you went to city, didn't you, which a lot of you officer types do. I can't imagine that is anything pleasurable. I remember Sebley.
Yeah.
I see him a lot I've seen him a few times last year in London. He's in cryptocurrency and that now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, it suits that kind of person. He's like he reminds me of a tall American psycho with a mental age of 12.
Yeah.
We love you, Severs.
That's a pretty good description of him. We really appreciate that.
Just destroyed that.
Yeah.
Pulling it back to military experience. So, what would you say, in fact, for the benefit of viewers on this, in a broad brushstroke, who did you serve with? Where did you serve?
So I commissioned from Sandhurst into 3 Para, where I met you for the first time.
Lucky devil.
A Company in 2008 for
Yeah.
that Herrick tour. I then went to 1 Para Special Forces Support Group, did a stint there, did a short stint up as Catterick, Para Company's instructor. Then went on to Pathfinder selection, passed that, did 2.5 years with PF.
I didn't realise. Oh, mega.
As the second in command there, second tour of Afghan then, Herrick 13. And then I went to staff job in Army Headquarters, working for General Jacket Page. And then came back into 3 Para, and I sort of bounced in and out of several gaps in Commander D Company, Commander B Company for a short stint, and then went on staff college, and then came back, finished my career in 3 Para Commanding A Company.
Restarted.
Yeah.
That's cool, mate.
So in the first, so where I was a platoon commander, so it was nice to come back and do that to finish.
That is cool, yeah. What would you say your toughest experience was when you were serving?
Probably the staff job with General Jacko.
Really?
Yeah.
Go on then. Why is that?
Well, I suppose it's a fairly junior officer.
Not Afghanistan, no?
No, I mean, you relish the challenge of Afghan. It's kind
Yeah.
and you got the blokes around you. It was challenging, and so a very different type of challenge.
But go back to staff college.
But staff jobs in Army Headquarters, you're a junior guy working for a 3-star general who's surrounded by brigadiers, full colonels, and you're a captain in that environment. It's pretty full on, and the learning curve is steep. You're just not prepared for that kind of thing, and it was tough going. But it was probably one of, like all big challenges, probably one of the good, best experience. It wasn't necessarily the most enjoyable time. It's not what you necessarily joined to do.
Yeah.
Which is where, a different kind of challenge, like going on ops, you're relishing that challenge and enjoying it as well. So you probably don't necessarily see it, although it's tough, you don't necessarily look back on it. You tend to look back on it with sort of, rightly so, probably with rose-tinted glasses, what a great time it was, and to go on those operations. We're very, very fortunate to get that.
I think
opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. And that rose-tinted glasses thing, they say that the mind, when you remember things, well, it tends not to remember pain or difficult aspects of it. You only remember the positive. One of the things I think I've reinforced myself since leaving is, okay, let's remember the shit times. Try and just Julian. Because you miss it so much. It's sort of that. You miss aspects of it so much. It's sort of that reasoning yourself. You miss it, but also it was a bit of a nightmare.
I think I've never been one when I was serving to put too many pictures up on the wall, and I was always like, when I get out, I'm just going to put my army days behind me. But actually, I didn't want to fear kind of missing it, and now I'm out. It's nice to have a few pictures around, and I'm just going to remember it for all the good times and good people that I met, and that's the way I do remember it.
Yeah.
But of course, like any career anyway, it's got its frustrations and its challenges.
Yeah, absolutely. I always think if World War III hit, I'd go back.
So I think, it's easier as well. A lot of my cohort are already out, but it would be interesting now to think about what that thing would be, sort of being left behind.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the reasons. I think that was one of the biggest. I think that's one of the reasons I didn't leave sooner than I did. I think maybe we would have left sooner. I think, but it was Afghan was still going on.
Yeah.
And the thought of me being out of 3 Para and 3 Para going back on Afghan without me was like, I couldn't have ever stomached it. I had that the whole of my time I was in. I couldn't have bared to be in the UK while 3-power on up. Well, that resulted in I did every operation between 2010 and 11. Every single thing 3-power did, I was on.
Yeah.
Which is great and bad in some respects. And then lucky to have left and Afghan to have finished. Although sometimes I do think, oh man, what was it going to do recently? I went back to Afghan, didn't they?
Yeah, they started to go back just in the force protection stuff.
Yeah.
But at least the guys are getting out and getting the medal on the chest, which is important. It's easy for us to forget that sometimes.
Yeah, I think as a military is now in another one of those troughs.
Yeah.
You're going to have a period of just hideous retention, hideous recruitment.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately the peaks of the military, you get highest retention, highest recruitment is when dramas are going on overseas. You've got big operations going on, which you would think is counterintuitive. It's not the case. Not the case. If you could give one piece of advice, you only like to give one piece of advice to someone leaving the military now, what would it be?
It'd be open-minded, look at as many different opportunities as you can. Because I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I think that's very, very natural. Like, no one knows.
Because you don't know Civvy Street.
No.
How can you,
so just look at everything. No matter how unsuited you think you might be to something, you'd be surprised what doors you start to open. And as you progress through that networking process, you'd be surprised things start to happen. Just be open-minded, look at as many things as you can, is my advice.
Yeah, I agree. I think one of the things people do is they leave and they try and get their perfect, they try and get the perfect job, high-paying job, straight away in that career they know what they're going to do, and they end up going down in luck, realising that every CV you send in, you're not going to get replied to every one, and I sent like 200 CVs and got 200 applications, maybe got 2 replies. But for me, what's important is leave, get any job, as long as it's enough to pay your bills. Because it's much easier to find the job you want to do and career you want to go into when you've got a job. Yeah. You don't get the pressure.
No, exactly.
And as you're doing it, you're learning from Civvy Street.
Yeah. I think I accepted, I had lots of good advice. I was fortunate. Might take 3 or 4 jobs to get to where you want to be. Might take more. So just be patient, just go looking and keep your network strong and things will happen.
Yeah.
And there's so many, we've seen so many good success stories in our business and wider. There's loads of opportunity for ex-army guys.
I agree, man. Ivan, how do people follow Be Military Fit? What's the website?
So Be Military Fit, if you just Google it, will come up straight away. It's just us. You go on there. All veterans train for free. So if you want to come along.
I did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to look at careers opportunities, we launch our VETS program. So we'll do networking evenings once a quarter.
Where?
So the first one's in Battersea, right next to the power station where our HQ, and we've got a training centre there as well. So we're running one of those 26th of February. And then we run Discovery Days as well, which basically you can sign up via the website. If you click on the franchise link, register for a Discovery Day, we'll host you there for a morning and you get a full briefing on what the franchise offer looks like, ask as many questions as you want. And if you want to spend time with ex-military guys that are now running their own businesses or just instructing, then doors open. Because I was fortunate to get that experience and work experience at a whole host of companies, so we're making sure we do the same.
Awesome. Ivan, it's been an unexpected pleasure.
It is. Good to catch up.
Best of luck, mate.
Yeah, really good to see you.